guys, it's Katie, and I am here with your third weekly installment of my America's Got Talent review. I do these every Monday right here on this channel, so I hope that you will subscribe and join me and let me know how you feel. And as always, before I start, I want to go ahead and thank my sponsor, Satellite Solutions Network. I have their link and their telephone number here as well as in the description. So if you are looking for satellite TV service, please check them out. I always like to do a little bit of a recap before I get started, and this week there were actually 3 shows instead of 2. It was a little bit of an overload, but they were in Vegas, so they were pushing acts through, trying to get to the top 48, which they did. But because auditions are over, and you know how I feel about those who I think are good and those who I think are bad, I think I'm going to change it up a little bit. I still want to do a best and worst, but I want to do a worst of the auditions who made it through to the top 48 and a best of those who didn't. Whenever you watch these kinds of shows, all the viewers of course have an idea of somebody who should have made it and somebody who shouldn't have made it, and I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. So to get started, let's talk about the worst who made it. All beef patty. It may just be me, but I don't think that she has what it takes herself to do a Vegas show. I don't think she's entertaining. I don't think she's good at what she does. In case you're unfamiliar, she is a drag queen who does singing and dancing. And I mean, she was a little bit entertaining at first, but she shouldn't be in the top 48, and most people agree with that, I think. As far as what I've seen on forums and speaking with other America's Got Talent fans, I don't think she's going to make it very much further. Horse. The guy who gets kicked in the male region. This is his talent. His talent consists of constantly injuring that part of his body, and personally, I think that's more, it's kind of like a rip-off of that show Jackass. I really don't think that it's made for Vegas. I was really surprised that he made it as far as he did. But by far, the most controversial is Big Barry. Big Barry, ironic name, he is a 4'7" singer who sings songs from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. That is his talent, is singing. I use the word talent loosely because he is a terrible singer, and the judges keep passing him through because they think he's personable and hilarious, but that really defeats the purpose. So we're not thinking he's going to make it very much longer. Hopefully he won't make it very much longer. And as far as the best who didn't make it, I was really hoping that the street dancer Steps would have made it. His nemesis, so to speak, his top competition, Turf, who actually is on the other side of the country in California. Steps is from New York. They're both kind of a contortionist street dance act, and they were aware of each other before this competition, and they faced off in a rivalry on the America's Got Talent stage to determine who was in the top 48. And while I do agree that Turf did a bit better than Steps, I would have liked to have seen them take it further because I want to see them take that rivalry further. And I think Steps deserved a spot that one of the other, All Beef Patty or Big Barry, for example, filled instead. So I would have liked to have seen him there. But I'm excited to see how far Turf makes it because he's very talented and he was so emotional and excited to get the spot. So another big one is Andrew, the young teenage opera singer. He kind of had that goth look about him, and nobody expected him to have such a strong talent and this big, amazing voice. He had a slight misstep, and they sent him home. And a lot of fans are really upset by it because they thought it's not really fair that certain acts go through when this guy barely messed up and obviously has amazing talent, and he wasn't pushed through. But hopefully that'll just give him a little bit of time to hone his skills, and he has so much ahead of him. I think he's 16 years old, so he definitely has a lot of potential. And another one that I really liked who didn't make it was Summer Lacey. She was the aerial acrobatic act. There were actually a few, but I think she did just as well as the best, if not better. She was on the hoop, and she was incredible. And it's really unfortunate that there are others who made it instead of Summer. But she just happened to be one of my favorites. So what do you think? What did you think of the review? Or what would you think of my choices? Let me know, comment. I'm always happy to hear from you. So again, I'm going to go ahead and thank my sponsor, Satellite Solutions Network. Here is their information, and I also have their information in the description. And I will be back next Monday with another review If you are interested in watching America's Got Talent, it's on NBC every Monday and Tuesday at 9 p.m. 8 Central. I'll see you next week.